of Mass Effect 1, or not Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2 at level 1. I don't know where I put my headphones, so I might just have to turn down my monitor's audio by a decent chunk. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Last time, didn't really do much, just finished Morden's trust mission, and then I had family end up coming back home, so decided, spend the rest of the day with them. Only about like a 30-ish minute stream from what I remember, but today I got a couple hours to kill. Might have to take a phone call here or there, but for the most part, just going to be focusing on some good old Mass Effect. I do have what I would say is probably the armor I'm going to be using most of the late game now, and maybe even early game armor. Not sure what the Collector or Cerberus armors really do, so we'll see how that is. It is currently raining outside. If you end up hearing any big thunder or anything like that, that is why. Can't really change what's going on in that department, but let me real quick feed my fish that I forgot I had, as well as check out my other armors. So these were the two that I already had, the Blood Dragon and the Terminus armors. Terminus armor, probably just the best armor overall in this game, if I'm not gonna lie. But let's see here. Cerberus Assault armor does have its uses. The plus 10 ammo capacity is pretty good, and then shields and health plus 10 are also pretty decent. Don't know. I think just having better shield is more important than health and each other. I just like how the Terminus looks. Collector Titan bonus. This is what I don't think is too good. Regen bonus is already just mid as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. And storm speed, like, yeah, it's useful, but not crazy good. And plus 20 health, well, that's the most amount of a plus health benefit you can get. I don't know. It just doesn't scream great to me at all. And then the Inferno armor, which we will have to use a lot of purely for the negotiation bonus. This armor does not do a whole lot. I'm gonna be real. If you're using powers, this is an amazing armor set for powers, but for the actual, run, tech and biotic damage, I don't have either. Not really. Not without it being my personal thing. Gonna be real, I think we're just gonna rock Terminus for now. Actually, let's see, because I know I got some other stuff. Increase health by 5%'s decent. Don't care. Yeah. Helmet, visor. Spare ammo. Better. I guess more health. Yeah, more health. Not the nicest looking mix, but it'll do for now. And then let's make like a... Can I get like a white and red look going on? Ooh, yeah, it is, like, actually thundering out there right now. Damn. Okay. Don't think there's really anything else that I care to check. We got our space hamster as well. Don't forget about him. And I think that's it. Might as well talk to Mordin real quick, but... And then we did get some new guns. I don't remember exactly what were the things in the research terminal, but I know that there were a few things that, you know, might be decent. Can't use missile launcher / can't use any heavy weapon this run. These are, like, most everything in the armor and weapon upgrades are banned. Ship enhancements fine, prototypes fine. These not so much. So okay, this is what I can check. We got the Collector Assault Rifle. Right, forgot about that. And then the Eviscerator Shotgun. These are more useful on squad mates. The Eviscerator can be useful on Shepard as well. But...
Best setup I've seen since work with Special
No,
Tasks.
not...
Left him...
Is your assistant...
Left him the security mechs. Studied Krogan Jenna. Here if you need me.
Not too... great. For Shepard. The Collector Assault Rifle is
Commander,
just...
you've received a new message at your private
It doesn't do enough damage for what you're trying to use it for. So... kind of just... we don't really bring it for Shepard much. However, we do have another recruitment mission. This time we are getting the one, the only Archangel, aka Garrus Vakarian, our best friend. Oh, that is a text. Let me check this real quick while there's a loading screen. And, okay. Nothing important. Just a go live notification from a streamer I watch. For Garrus, let me think here. We run into Bloodpack, Blue Suns, and Eclipse, so it's probably a Kasumi Miranda squad. Oh, actually, yeah, we'll stick to them for now. Okay, both of those are fine. Shepard, on the other hand, I think I'm gonna go back to the Mantis, try out that. Strip off shield. I think I'd rather just the Matok, if I'm being real. Shepard is really good at stripping armor. Shield, not as much, but the Matok is just so versatile, it doesn't really matter. Barrier is like the only real problem you ever run into.
I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel.
Let's go get Gary Vicari though, as well as talk to these Batarians.
What are you looking at?
Don't you have
Get a
something
quick
better to do than
Paragon
fight
boost.
people you don't know?
No, just the ones who
See my gun.
I'd see you around.
So, something that we will be doing most of this run is getting as many Paragon boosts as we can. So there will be some side questing here and there. Buy a bottle of Ceres Ice Brandy for Chocolates. And before we actually go over to Garrus, we're going to do just, you know, a few small minor quests here and there. So, yes. Shepard dies by drinking alcohol. That is another.
Shepard, are you all right?
Oh, that's a weather alert.
What's going on here?
Little
You ought to be
late
all right.
for a weather alert,
Just take her
not
easy.
gonna lie.
Looks like you broke the first rule of Omega. Don't. No one does a thing about it, though.
Gotta go this way. Yeah, it is pouring right now. Afterlife is such a interesting, it's a cool area. I won't lie.
Do I know you? No, humans all look the same.
What do you think these people
This has nothing to
answer the damn question. Not taking. Bastard deserved what he got.
Okay. Gotta talk to Patriarch.
I don't think I know you, Ruben. I'm the patron. Kept me around it. Came for me here in this bar. And everyone who respects, my time is done.
Oh, my window's still open. That'll help reduce the noise of rain, I guess.
I got a mate and a ship.
Don't think there's anything else major down here. I just gotta. Oh wait. Oh, that's a dancer.
Shepherd Memorial Plaza on Elysium was voted this year's hottest wedding location. Under Admiral Hackett's orders, money raised from wedding fees goes.
You want to talk? Talk to Arya.
Is it the Turian? Yeah, Grizz is who I talked to.
Arya has a job she needs doing. She'd like you to keep that from happening. Come back here when it's
I'll be back.
good luck.
Okay. Now I gotta go talk to Patriarch again. I always forget if you have to talk to Patriarch the first time. I don't think you do. But, you know, this game can be finicky. Sometimes you need to do things that it doesn't feel like you should have to do. But I don't think I need it.
If you would do.
Now we just go fight the thugs. Should be at the entrance to Afterlife proper instead of Lower Afterlife.
Reported seeing vessels of an unknown make, but whose silhouette strongly resembles ancient Rachni ship profiles.
I also like how Afterlife is clearly in the same layout as Korra's Den. Just slightly different, but like, you still have this large middle open section. I guess that's kind of it. That's kind of it, but I don't know. It does remind me at least a little bit of Korra's Den.
Out of our
Patriarch
way,
says hello.
human.
You here for Patriarch?
What
Oh,
if
I
we
know.
are?
I kind of forget it here.
You should have done your homework.
And now I forgot I have to run all the way back to Patriarch, tell him, hey, I killed the goons, and then I have to talk to Arya. Or maybe Grizz. I always forget. We'll talk to Grizz and then Arya, but I'm pretty sure all Grizz says is Arya would like to have a word with you or some
The
shit.
streets of Omega have been laid to rest as the disease is now under control.
Work it, girls, work it.
Kill. Thanks to you, Arya may think.
Take care, Patriarch.
Oh, there's full lightning now. I just saw a lightning bolt. Ooh, juicy sound too.
The Asari Shaira, more
What,
commonly
about
known as
2
consort,
second delay, I
has
think?
declined to name
Maybe,
the next
maybe
race
even
likely to
3.
gain
So that's
council
pretty far
However,
away.
Arya wants to speak with you. She heard you took on
Word has it that... Funny, I didn't know...
Patriarch has more influence than you.
It's not what I do. Do you need something else? Why don't you find a nice girl to keep?
And that is the end of that quest. Quick 3,000 currency. Oh my gosh.
I hear
There.
you're recruiting.
Why don't you step inside? You'll get paid when the job's done, just like... Who's next? You three look like you could do some damage. Looking for a good fight?
You could say that.
Standard fee is 500 credits each. You get paid when the job's done. If you die, your friends don't collect your share. You'll need your own weapons and armor. And no, this... Any questions?
Where do we go?
Just head over to... Send in the next one.
Time to make
Hey,
sure
is this
this
where I
kid
sign up?
doesn't die.
You look a little young to be freelancing as a merc.
I'm old enough. I grew up on Omega. I know how to use a gun.
You'll need to know more than that if you want to survive.
I can handle myself. Besides, I just spent 50 credits on this pistol and I want to use.
Get your money back.
Hey, Woody!
Trust me, kid.
Oh,
You'll
another
thank
one.
me later.
About 5 seconds for that noise to occur. Another juicy lightning storm.
Come on, let me in.
Should just be this one.
Arya's expecting me.
I will say, Omega is like deceptively beautiful.
I'm on the
Check.
mission.
I hope you're
Dude,
ready.
where did I put my
Archangel's been
earbuds? I'm like
annihilating you
really
freelancers.
annoyed. I'm gonna do one quick double check. Because I like next to never use them. I really only use them when I'm streaming. There we go. They were beneath part of a blanket on my bed. Okay, let me untangle it real quick. I just like being able to hear shit, you know?
Ready when you are.
Get in.
But we are no matter what going to do Garrus today, and we'll probably try and fit in either Kasumi's trust mission or one other recruitment mission. Honestly, thinking about it, Kasumi's not that great right now. Realistically, the best two are probably Miranda Jacob, but I just got Morden. We'll see how he is. But only Incinerate does mean he's not, you know, the best. As well as being restricted to these two. But he should do well versus the Blue Suns, which are, or not Blue Suns, the Blood Pack, which is the only thing that Miranda struggles against, so should be
About
fine.
time they
Bro.
sent me someone who looks like they can actually fight. They tell you what we're up against?
The recruiter was a little vague.
We wouldn't get many hires if everyone knew the truth. Archangel's holed up in a building at the end of the boulevard over there. He's got superior position, and the only way in is over a very exposed bridge. It's a killing ground. But he's getting tired, making mistakes. We'll have him soon enough.
You guys have a plan?
A small team is waiting to infiltrate his hideout, but we need to
And that's
talk.
where we come in?
Exactly. You'll be on a distraction team. Head straight over the bridge and keep Archangel busy so the infiltration team can sneak in behind him.
Sounds a bit like a suicide mission.
Pretty much. But you look like you can handle it. Head up to the boulevard and get to the 3rd barricade. Talk to Sergeant Kathka. He'll tell you when to go in.
Dude, Batarians are so weird looking. Like, the more I look at them, the more I'm just, like, disturbed.
Getting in, simple enough. Getting out, problematic.
Let's find him first. Then we'll figure out how to get back.
Like, I don't know, just... There's something about them that just looks so odd to me. Maybe it's the way that their faces are just made as a whole. I don't know. But anyways, Omega... Now, sometimes it's just nice to walk back, look at some of the bits of Omega. Look at the same skyline that they use every single time. Hold up. That's like an actual rendered building. Yeah, that's not part of the background. Why is that rendered? Why is that, like, actually just there? You don't need that. You can just put the background. I don't know. Weird. But, for certain fights, I'm actually going to be using my camera. Like, the camera mode.
Guess we're going with the Mercs.
Just to make things look cooler. I don't know. Also, just to help me explain how some fights are going to go.
I don't expect much from the freelancers. When they fail, we're up next.
Okay, boom. It's a weird looking one. There we go. There we go. Get some Ezo. I love that little mini game. I don't know why, but it's
Perfect. It'll be hostile if they activate it.
anything in here that I want to grab. Not really. Boom. Not that one. Every once in a while, I feel like I'm just missing, like, what it looks like. But I know I'm not. Ooh, 6K. That's actually pretty nice. I already know which ones these are connected to. Don't even have to check. You get a feel for that minigame after a while.
I'll take it.
Don't need the heavy weapon ammo, but okay game. And then open up that for some extra cash. Anything else? Not really. Okay.
Somebody get me those damn blueprints now!
Watch out.
Fun fact, if you stand here long enough, Garrus will actually shoot you. Come on, Garrus. Come on. Oh, close. It should be the next Wally. There we go.
Kathka?
I like how they reuse the Mass Effect 1 armor for this one mission. Like, these mercs. Everyone else has, like, their own unique armor sets, or are, like, part of the Blue Suns or Eclipse, things like that.
You must be the group Saltky mentioned. You're just in time.
Were you waiting for us?
The infiltration team is about to give us... Got any questions? This may be your last chance. Ha! You freelancers.
Okay.
Bravo team.
So this is a instance where by not being Renegade, the game is actually harder for me.
Archangel's got quite a surprise waiting, but that means no more waiting for me.
Because normally, if you do the Renegade option, you can use this taser on this guy, and it'll kill him, which means that the gunship won't be fully repaired.
Archangel is in trouble. Not much time.
Well, let's not wait around too long.
Bonk. Where did that guy even get shot?
Come on, we'll give these guys a surprise of our own.
Trouble ahead.
Kill them!
So, fun fact, these guys are not hostile to you until you shoot them for the first time. So, it is best to wait until you can hit multiple of them. Like so. And then chuck a grenade. There's a couple guys. Alright, so this is the room that we have to fight in. There are a couple ammo drops, as you can see. Hold up. Yeah, okay. As you can see right here, over there, I believe there usually is one or two that end up in these other rooms. As well as a couple med kits scattered about. Oh yeah, another one there, more ammo there. If you check back over here, again, just a lot of ammo, couple med kits. There's this wall safe, which we'll grab some money with. We're going to try and be conservative with our ammo pickups. But Shepard,
Archangel?
you can't use the SMG. Poor guy.
Shepard. I thought you were dead.
Garrus, what are you doing here?
Just keeping my skills sharp. A little target practice.
You okay?
Been better, but it sure is good to see a friendly face. Killing mercs is hard work, especially on my own.
You nailed me good a couple of times, by the way.
Concussive rounds only, no harm done. Didn't want the mercs getting suspicious.
Uh-huh.
If I wanted to do more than take your shields down, I'd have done it. Besides, you were taking your sweet time. I needed to get you moving.
I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure you only unlock this if you stand there to let
What are
go
you doing
shoot
out here on Omega?
I got fed up with all the bureaucratic crap on the Citadel. Figured I could do more good on my own. At least it's not hard to find criminals here. All I have to do is point my gun and shoot.
Well, we got here. But I don't think getting out will be as easy.
No, it won't. That bridge has saved my life, funneling all those witless idiots into scope. But it works both ways. They'll slaughter us if we try to get out that way.
So we just sit here and wait for them to take us out?
It's not all that bad. This place has held them off so far. And with 3 of you, I suggest we hold this location, wait for a crack, in their defenses. Take our chances. It's not a perfect plan.
But it's a plan.
But it's a plan.
If we fight as a team, we'll hold them off.
You're right. Their numbers won't help them in here anyway. Let's see what they're up to. Looks like they know their infiltration team failed. Take a look. Scouts. Eclipse, I think.
You also can't destroy this one robot.
That looks like a lot more than scouts.
Indeed. We better get ready. I'll stay up here. I can do a lot of damage from this vantage point. You can do what you do best. Just like old times, Shepard. Let's give these...
Okay, so... one other thing is that this is the bridge, as you can see. It is a one-way. The best way about going about this fight is quite literally just let the mechs come towards you, pick them off one by one with a sniper. Maybe, if you want to, you can run down here, use your assault rifle, pistol, sniper, and shotgun. However, it's not that necessary. There is an ammo drop if you make it all the way up to the front, which I do think is funny. But there's no, added benefit of going up there. Let's also go over a few of these lower corridors. So, this room in particular is very good in this fight, as well as defensively in another fight later if needed. However, again, not too crazy. As it stands, the best room for almost every single fight here is to be up by Garrus here. So, because you have multiple ammo drops, you got stuff back there, stuff right there, another one on that bed back there, right there. Good ammo, good cover, whether that's for the bridge, for the people trying to get up the stairs, or even people trying to breach this hallway. They have to go through what I call like the water cooler computer. So overall, this room kind of is just the best, but I personally like taking the fight to the mechs. They don't really ever overwhelm you, but it can be a little annoying to deal with later on. So, I like coming down here sometimes. Fully missed that. And then the last thing about this map is that, or this mission, is that Garrus, while he does help deal damage with you, he does have a total life bar, and it does not regen at all. So once he loses health, it is gone, unless either you die, in which case it reverts to whatever it was at the most recent checkpoint, or, actually, there's not even an or, there's just no other, there's no way to regen health for Garrus, so. Damn. Didn't need to die there, but I was too slow at opening up my menu to incinerate that guy. But this is where I would say the difficulty of the run just, it barely starts to show its head. So, chuck a stun grenade. Hope that it, actually does something. I'm gonna get rid of this bomb now. It can actually be detrimental if you leave it up for too long.
Just the thing to help.
Lost here.
Now let's finish you off.
just using, you know, powers on cooldown.
Flammable or flammable. Forget which. Doesn't matter.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh wow, they actually lived that. So, another thing that you can use Adrenaline Rush for is kind of like a mini panic button, I would say. You know, where you gotta kind of find cover for yourself. You just get your shields knocked, but enemies are still moving towards you kind of thing. It is actually really useful sometimes. Oh my gosh. Could not hit that guy for a moment. Yeah, so here we're just gonna stay in cover. Check the grenade. And then while they are overheated.
Scratch one!
One down.
I just needed a quick ammo pickup, and it's best to do it up there. Since these are enemy ammo drops, which, while the amount stays the same, the other ones will not, like, no ammo drops regen, so it's best to get the ones out here for the Eclipse, like when fighting the Eclipse specifically, since no other fight kind of brings you back over here.
Night-night.
Not difficult.
Thank you, Garrus. Yeah, there's just not really a good time for me to...
One less to worry about.
Moving to cover. One down. Next, one down.
Okay, so this is where I think the fun part begins.
All right, let's
But
see how
it's
you
the same
handle
mech we
this.
had earlier, so it will be on our side.
Go.
Damn it. They're sending out the heavy mechs.
That problem should take care of itself.
And so here is our best time to kind of fill up on ammo. And then we can also push closer up as this mech takes a lot of aggro. And so long as we're careful not to really damage it too much, it should stay on our side. But we still do need to be careful. We still can take a lot of damage to a lot of these guys. But just using Adrenaline Rush on cooldown, not the biggest deal.
Firing now.
And then the Eclipse Vanguards are much more important, I think, on targeting first. Their shotguns can deal a lot of damage, so just best to try and not deal with them.
Should burn nicely.
I also have not had disruptor ammo on this whole time. But yeah, this mech just, it tanks so much damage for you. It lets you play this extremely aggressively, much more than normal, I would say. And since this is wave by wave combat, you know, it just really helps in that regard. Whoa! Whoa! Why did it change? Who did enough damage? That's the only problem. If the mech takes enough damage, it can change aggro to deal with you. Or maybe it's a timing thing. I'm not really sure. I was not expecting it there, though. So, you know, after a couple waves, it might be best to not stand directly next to it. So, you know, maybe like here is where killing the mech actually makes sense. And if I can get it to turn...
Burn through any armor.
Did I do it? I did not. There is a very fun interaction where if you blow off a Amir mech, if you blow off its head, it does like crazy damage.
Neutralize.
We're gonna grab the ammo here. And there's Jareth, so killing the mech does speed things up at least a little bit.
We won't go down without a fight.
And there we go. That is that wave. That was actually significantly faster than before.
Come find me before they regroup.
So that is the bridge portion. Nothing too major. Next, we are going to be going into the tunnels, I do believe.
This should come in handy.
I think that the tunnels probably the hardest part of this map. It can be tricky to deal with, so.
Shepard, I need you up here.
Don't worry, Garrus. I'm here. Let me grab the Vindicator. Now.
You're kicking ass, Shepard. They barely touched me. And we got Jareth in the process. I've been hunting that little bastard for months.
We've still got Bloodpack and Blue Suns left. Think we can make a break for it?
Maybe. Let's see what they're up to. They've reinforced the other side, heavily, but they're not coming over the bridge yet. What are they waiting for?
What the hell was that?
Damn it. They breached the lower level. Well, they had to use their brains eventually. You'd better get down there, Shepard. I'll keep the bridge clear.
Let's split up 2 and 2. Keep one of my team here.
You sure? Who knows what you'll find down there?
So, this is a very interesting thing, but funnily enough, Mordin...
Mort, stay with Garrus.
You always should keep someone with Garrus.
Thanks, Shepard. You better get going.
We're on our way.
Good luck.
Or else he just can take so much extra damage. Like, it's insane how much extra damage Garrus can take if you don't leave someone with him. But right now he has, you know, almost all of his health still. But we want to see how far we can keep Garrus alive for. And then if you don't like the Vindicator, which it's just not as good as the Matok, you can always change stuff here, as well as, you know, play around with your guns for the rest of the mission. But this is an interesting fight because there are these emergency shutters, which if you just instantly run up and then grenade, they are stunned long enough to where you always get this closed. This is a bit harder because you actually are forced to deal with these enemies here, but not too crazy. Good job, Miranda. I was actually about to tell you to use warp on that guy. But you do need to be careful, as this one will always be a Blood Pack Pyro troop. Pyros can do extreme amounts of damage in very short periods of time, so always should focus them down. Once you get rid of these guys, while there will be some stuff that, you know, tries to come down this hallway, again, hitch, seal, chuck a grenade, stun the enemies, and just to make sure, do another, but again, can't really do much. Flashbang Grenade is just a very good ability, especially on this map. It's the only time where if you've done Kasumi's mission prior, it is advisable to bring Kasumi on this mission instead of Mordin, Miranda, really anyone. So long as you have Kasumi for this part, you're usually fine. This, though, on the other hand, is a very interesting fight, as it's a much larger room. So, the goal is to make it... whoops. Wrong one. The goal is to make it over to the other side of the room and hit that button. However, you are constantly getting new enemies coming through. You get Varen, Krogan, more Vorcha, and because of just how this room is laid out initially, you know, it's still pretty hard to deal with. You have Vorcha on the left, and, you know, some of them will end up on your right, and while there aren't too many right now, you typically are forced to play a lot more in cover, because they just do so much extra damage. But the Matok really does shine here. Lets you kind of breeze through, but still need to be careful.
9-9.
But, you know, here is where it gets very hard. This Krogan specifically, because it comes out with a Varen, just makes it very hard to get here fast enough. So you might have to, you know, turn around, grab more ammo, like I need to right now.
The shutters would help.
But so long as you get to the shutters before the second major Krogan spawn, you are usually okay. So like here, you hit seal, and while there is this Varen, again, just chuck a grenade, focus the Varen down, shutter will always seal, and you should
Get back
be
here,
fine.
Shepard. We're coming in through the doors.
But this fight, Garm is very scary because he is not the only Krogan here.
I'll deal with Archangel.
So, you just need to be very quick to the draw here, I would say. Get rid of as many of the Vorcha and stuff.
Krogan charging!
Get a lot of the close, or not close range, these further range enemies just out of the way. And because Mordin is up there, you are fine to kind of give it a second, wait a little bit, but this can be a little scary for Garrus, just because Garm is very, 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 very tough.
Should do the trick.
But once you get him to health, he's a joke. And that's Garm down. So now all that is left, if I'm not mistaken, should be the gunship portion of the mission. So, you know, just make sure full on ammo, full on everything. And this is also what I would say, if you don't think you need the med kits, just get some extra money. Not the biggest deal. And also, I always forget, but you should grab that med kit first, as the door will always shut for the Garm fight. But not a big deal. Just, you know, explore, get as much money as you want / need. Not the biggest
Thanks,
deal.
Shepard. They hardly got through to me. And we took out Garm and his blood pack. This day just gets better and better. He was one tough son of a bitch.
Only the Blue Suns are left. I say we take our chances and fight our way out.
I think you're right. Tarek's got the toughest group, but nothing we haven't faced before. Besides, he won't be expecting us to meet him head-on.
Heads up!
Damn it! I thought I took that thing out already. They're offloading through. Watch your back, Shepard. We need to prepare. Come see me.
Burn through any armor. Ooh.
So this fight can be a little tricky, as all of it is within this room. Ignore the fact I almost am dead. You have enemies coming at you through here. They have very solid cover. Meanwhile, you're kind of dealing with lesser cover. There is this gunship in the back, and it eventually starts swinging out towards the front. So, my best tip for this part of the mission is just kind of be willing to be in cover for longer periods of time. Wait for your shields to regen.
Killed that one.
They're rappelling down the side wall, ground floor.
And then here, you're back into, I would say, an advantage for positioning's sake. They are forced to be funneled up the stairway, so you get to kind of just chill here in the back.
Thought I was harmless, did you?
Yeah, these enemies not that much of a problem. There's also an ammo pickup directly behind me. because they're funneled all through one area, not a big deal, and then this cutscene force plays. You think you can screw with the Blue Suns? Blue with the Screw Suns, actually.
Garrus.
Enemies in front.
Just kind of spam powers here. Do as much damage as fast as you can. Not really a bad fight. Can be a little annoying if you aren't playing cover well, but... very fast fighting. Easier than most, actually. It's funny that you actually get Blue Suns rappelling down here, because like they don't really do much except prolong the fight, and that's it. Garrus / dead / not actually dead, but definitely dead.
We're getting you out of here, Garrus. Just hold on. Radio Joker, make sure they're ready for us.
He's in bad shape. We need to get him out of here.
And there we go. Very quick mission, all things considered. But fun fight nonetheless. The hardest part of that mission is probably right before Garm, that underground area, but...
Commander, we've done what we could for Garrus, but he took a bad hit. The doc's corrected with surgical procedures and some cybernetics. Best we can tell, he'll have full functionality, but...
Shepard?
Tough son of a bitch. Didn't think he'd be up yet.
Nobody would give me a mirror. How bad is it?
Hell, Garrus, you were always ugly. Slap some face paint on there, and no one will even notice.
Oh, don't make me laugh. Damn it, my face is barely holding together as it is. Probably for the best. Everyone was always ignoring you and hitting on me. Time for you to get a fair shot at it. Frankly, I'm more worried about you. I've heard bad things about Cerberus these past few years.
That's why I'm glad you're here, Garrus. If I'm walking into hell, I want someone I trust at my side.
You realize this plan has me walking into hell, too. Just like old times. I'm fit for duty whenever you need me, Shepard. I'll settle in and see what I can do with the forward batteries.
And okay.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a
Yes, work on genophage was more than just study.
What was the special task?
Krogan population was increasing at faster rate.
The genophage was a
person created new version of genophage, released it on Tuchanka.
You never considered other options?
Averted potential genocide.
The genophage
Don't
was a mistake.
but should get back to work. Talk more later. Next time tissue synthesis has to compile. Good for free time.
Why am I over here? Anyways. I'm gonna talk to a few of my squad mates.
It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander. That's been the condition for my service so far. Commander, already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. The people will die if we don't.
So, the 3 characters that will have Normandy ship upgrades that will keep you, from fucking dying are Jacob, Tali and Garrus. You don't get Tali until towards the end of the game, but everyone else pretty easy to grab and take care of. So.
Did you hear? Another colony went missing. Ferris Fields.
Ferris Fields. Didn't have that brother.
Dude, oh my gosh, the birds.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure. I thought. And now Cerberus rebuilds the Normandy with a few upgrades to boot. I wish we joined up with them sooner.
We haven't joined Cerberus. They're funding our mission. That's all.
Relax, Shepard. Just a figure of speech. I can't exactly doubt your judgment. Not after I got my own squad killed.
What did your merc squad do?
We made money by taking down... We were out to make those bets. They'd come charging right into our will. People here needed someone to...
That explains how you started.
Mercs who wanted, and now they're dead. My tech expert was a Batarian.
How did those mercenaries get?
A Turian named Sidonis. He drew me away just before the Mercs attacked my squad. Then he disappeared. Everyone except me is dead because of him. And because I didn't see it coming.
I'm not sure I understand. What happened exactly?
Sidonis asked for my help on a job. When I got to the meeting point, nobody was there. By the time I got back to our hideout, the Mercs had killed all but 2 of my squad. And they didn't last long.
Do you know where Sidonis is now?
No. His trail vanishes after he leaves Omega, but I'll keep hunting. I lost my whole team except for Sidonis. One day I'll find him and correct that.
Also, this is something I never realized Garrus had, but his armor has some kind of insignia on it, like a military insignia, which, just a fun little fact, something you can look at. But, and then I just gotta give Chakwas her Ceres Ice Brandy.
How may I help you, Commander?
I have a present for you, Doc.
Ceres Ice Brandy? You didn't. Thank you. I always regretted not opening that original bottle when I still could. I won't make the same mistake again. Why don't we open this bottle right here, right now? You and me.
You crack open the bottle. I'll get the glasses.
Chakwas is great.
I thought Alenko's biotic display might have broken Jenkins' back, but Jenkins pops up and yells, "That was awesome!" Oh, Jenkins. Soldiers like him make the Alliance great. Cerberus lacks the same enthusiasm.
With your service record, you could have gotten a tour of duty on any Alliance ship. Why'd you really leave?
Maybe it's less about leaving and more about staying. As a military doctor, I mostly treat people who are in bad shape. Often they die. And if I can help them, they move on. Either way, they leave.
Don't you have any friends or family?
No, not lacking friendship. Just stability. Jeff. Joko will always have Vrolic syndrome. He would never admit it, but he needs my help, and he always will. I wish it weren't, but sadly it's true.
Treating Joker gives you a kind of stability.
So does this ship, even if it's a copy. Or, hell, maybe it's you, Shepard. Our immovable center. A place for a person to stop. Catch her breath. Or maybe I'm just happily drunk. Would it hurt if it was simple like that for once?
You're the ornery bastard who flies this ship.
The best fighter jockey to ever take to the skies.
A toast to Joker. I forget that Chakwas passes out drunk on one of the sickbay beds. And Shepard's like visibly drunk. But, oh, shoot, gotta feed the fish. Speaking of fish, my fish is still alive and kicking. It's very rare for anyone in my family to have gotten a fish and it doesn't die within the first year. Really, first like 6 months, but we have managed, and by we I mean more just I managed to keep my fish alive and safe this entire time, which is a nice feeling to have. Now, for this next mission, I'm trying to think. We'll rock the Terminus armor. As we are officially done with Omega for now, until at least Horizon, and even then, it doesn't take, or it takes till
Commander,
almost
you
the
received a
end
new
of the
message at your
game.
private terminal.
But hold up. Oh, that's the guy we could have killed. Okay. Yeah, nothing major.
But I hope I didn't come across as too flirty.
You're very charming.
Anyway, how may I help? Nothing. Anything else, Commander? I'll be here if you need anything.
Okay. So, our next mission, while we could, go and recruit someone, I think it is time we do a little bit of DLC stuff, and we help Kasumi. Not the biggest DLC. It's just a trust mission for our
Too low
DLC
on fuel to
community.
leave the system under thruster power.
And we also get to do our first instance. Oh, shoot. Pressed the wrong button. We get to do our first instance of system hopping, as I call it, where we have to use bonus fuel to actually get from A to B. But here we are at Boltzmann. And you can look at all of these different planets and stuff. We'll scan, maybe one or two of them, but, most of them don't really have a lot. Planets that I would say are moderate or lower, just not really worth scanning. The only planets that really are worth scanning are good and above. Like, Boltzmann is depleted. However, if I'm not mistaken, there is like one random sharp amount of EZO somewhere, but I might be wrong. I'm just gonna assume I'm wrong. Oh, wait. I thought I saw a tick, but probably not. Not the biggest deal. Let's just land here on Beckenstein. Pretty much, it's essentially Earth 2. Little bit of a different thing. So, orbital period is 2.4 Earth years. Its day length is 21.3 hours. Surface temp is, at least in the habitable zone, about average, maybe a little warmer than the usual days on Earth. And there are 5 million people living on the planet. 5.425 million people. So, the way this mission works is that we are doing a heist. The heist, it's pretty interesting. Trying to get Kasumi's partner's old gray box.
Hawk wouldn't know what hit him.
I assume Solomon Gunn is my cover.
You run a small but talented band of mercs out in the Terminus systems. Precisely the type of person Hawk respects. I took the liberty of giving you a reputation. Papers, witnesses, article in Badass Weekly. Just don't start talking business with him, and you'll be fine.
I take it I'm wearing this getup for a reason.
You'd look really out of place at a society party in armor, don't you think? You look great. You should wear this stuff more often.
Oh, thank you, Kasumi. That's actually so sweet of her to say.
Remind me, what kind of man are we dealing with?
Hawk's a weapons dealer and smuggler. He killed my partner and stole his gray box. Other than that, he's not so bad. Rich, charismatic, willing to crack open a man's skull to get at the neural implants inside.
Alright, well, rather than, me try and explain the plan, we'll let Kasumi do it for us here. So, Kasumi, what is indeed the plan?
Now's probably a good time to fill me in on the details.
You have been waiting patiently. Our friend Hawk is throwing a party for his closest friends. A couple dozen of the worst liars, cheaters, and mass murderers you'll ever want to meet. All bringing gifts as a tribute to the man himself. Our tribute is a lovely statue of your old friend Saren, rendered with loving detail and filled to the brim with our weapons and armor. You can keep your pistol as long as it's concealed. They won't hassle you over a sidearm. Once inside, we'll make our way to Hawk's vault door, somewhere in the back of the ballroom. Then, we case the security and start peeling away the layers. The statue should be there, waiting for you to crack it open and arm up. Then we just waltz into the vault and take back KG's gray box. And I'll finally get a chance to say goodbye.
You've worked really hard on this. KG must have meant a lot to you.
Was I that obvious? KG's gray box holds a lot of priceless personal memories. It's all that remains of who he was. But the secret he discovered is dangerous. I wouldn't bring you here if it wasn't.
This ought to be interesting.
That's what I'm going for. This is our stop.
Also, Kasumi, you gotta not
After you,
be wearing
Mr.
the most clear ninja spy.
There seems to be an issue with the statue.
Is there a problem? Yeah.
No, Mr. Hawk. Just doing a scan.
I don't believe we've met. Donovan Hawk.
Solomon Gunn. A pleasure.
Sir, the scanners aren't picking anything up.
Don't think our guests would come all the way here from Ilium just to cause trouble.
You
may pass through, Mr. Gunn, with my apologies. But I will ask your companion to remain outside. You understand, I hope.
No problem. You're the host.
Enjoy the party.
Well, that didn't go as I expected.
Any idea why he'd send you away?
No, we've never seen each other in person, and no one knows what I look like. Just watching his ass, I'm sure. I can't blame him.
Don't worry about it. I can handle it from here.
That's good, because you'll have to do all the talking. I'll stay out of sight and stick with you the best I can. We'll keep radio contact in case something goes wrong. We need to find the door and case the security. We'll figure out the next step then.
Alright, so
How did you ever contain that situation?
this mission.
Done.
Thank goodness. I thought
Slash just, I guess, in general about Mass Effect as a whole. So when BioWare was creating the Mass Effect trilogy, one of the problems that they were running into with EA was that EA didn't really want them making any new assets, and so you constantly see assets being repurposed, maybe they're slightly changed here and there. Overall, there's a very funny one in Mass Effect 3 with a pizza box. But the main thing here is that these big statues from what I can tell, are slightly distorted versions of the Rincol bottles that you can get at the Citadel, which, I don't know, if I make this a YouTube video, I'll put a clip in, like, right here or something. But, yeah. Just a fun little fact. Other than that, there are some unique things. Obviously, they gave Shepard a brand new suit as part of the DLC. Or not even suit, but you get what I mean. There are these paintings of different places. Nothing, from what I can tell, that is, you know, meant to be anything major. Just some abstract arts. No real meaning behind anything, from what I know.
What's your read on that Archangel guy?
And then another funny thing is that almost all of these, any conversation you can hear, depending on when you actually come here in the game, can change. If you, for example, if you haven't done Garrus's trust mission, or not trust mission, Garrus's recruitment mission, a lot of these people will actually talk about how Archangel is disrupting their business. But if you have done it already, they'll talk about how, with Archangel finally gone, they are able to you know, conduct their business on Omega again. Things like that. Just interesting, but... And then there is the city.
Who could know? He never lets anyone.
Oh wait, where's the data pad? There we go.
Chief Rowe, huh? She sounds like a hard ass. If we could tap into the guard's communications, I could probably use this information. Very nice. There's more here than I expected.
Hi, Saren.
Password-protected voice lock, kinetic barrier, DNA scanner. Looks like an EX-700 series. Everything a Vault needs to be impenetrable.
This gonna be a problem?
Please, remember who you're talking to. We'll need to get a voice sample for the voice lock. You'll have to go chat up Hawk for that. We'll have to find a password too. DNA, child's play. We should find plenty of DNA samples in Hawk's private quarters. And the barrier? Cut the power. Never fails. If we can find it. KG could get through a system like this in his sleep. And I'm better. Let's get to it. It looks like the barrier's power cable runs under the floor here. I'll set your Omni tool to scan for electromagnetic fields.
So, you know, the beginning of this mission, not too crazy, just following some stuff around.
One sec. That should take care of the barrier. There he is. All you need to do is keep him talking long enough for me to get a voice print. Pull out the charm on this one, Chet. Whenever you're ready. After you.
Mr. Gunn, hope you're having a good time. That scene at the door hasn't soured your evening, I hope.
I understand the security, but who would dare try to break into Donovan Hawk's home?
Gunn, in our line of work, we attract a certain element. Few understand the pains we take to keep the barbarians at bay. People these days want comfort, entertainment, love. They don't see that the galaxy is fragile. They only have to worry about simple luxuries. Why? Because people like me and you are doing the terrible things that keep the galaxy spinning. This party is for us, the cleaners, the support structure for the galaxy's gleeful delusions of peace. May there always be a market for the things we do.
I said get him talking, and you got him talking. We've got enough of a voice sample. Let him go.
Enjoy the party, Mr. Gunn.
Once we find the password, we can get past the voice scanner.
Mr. Hawk's private rooms are off limits to guests without security clearance.
Never mind that.
Enjoy the party.
Private rooms? We need to get in there. That's the best place to find Hawk's DNA.
Did you...
That door goes to a security room. I'll take care of the lock. There we go. Ready when you are.
A lot of this is just the standard quick stuff.
I see them.
Going dark. I have an idea. See what you can find. Got something?
The password is Perugia.
Huh. That's the name of the man who stole the Mona Lisa. Nice. I tapped their communications. I think...
I'm just gonna let it sit here for a second. I feel like this is good, good credits, if that makes sense. Have, like, Fly Me to the Moon or some shit with the Krogan shooting. Alright.
Ask that private room guard. Tell him Chief Rose sent you. Now, I just take the voice sample we got from Hawk and... Got it. Now let's crack that voice
Mr. Hawk's private rooms are off limits to guests without security clearance.
I have clearance to go in.
On whose authority?
I have authorization from Chief Rowe.
Okay, 1 second. Chief Rowe, Samuels. Have you given access authorization to Mr. Hawk's private rooms?
They have access, Samuels. They'll stop bothering me.
Got it. Sorry to bother you, ma'am. Okay, you're clear to go in.
Enjoy the party.
So once you are back here, you need to be extremely careful, as tripping...
Look for anything we can get usable DNA from. Just make
tripping the wrong thing can end up actually having combat in here.
It's clean.
It's a plant.
So, like, don't search the alarm clock.
No DNA. Looks like Hawk's been trying to crack KG's gray box. Looks like he's missing something. He hasn't cracked the encryption yet. Found a sample?
No, a credit chit.
We can probably get Hawk's DNA off the datapad. He seems to have obsessed over this. But I'm not sure there's enough. Let's keep looking.
Holographic interface. Won't find a sample here. No hair, no skin flakes.
The housekeepers must be thorough. Empty. Too bad. A cigarette butt would have been a good source. Not a great saliva sample, but it's still useful. We're going to need more than this for the scanner, though. The cleaners don't dare touch treasures like this. We can get some skin cells from the dust. That should do it. Let's get out of here.
Also, I guess there's one more thing I could have mentioned about this mission, and that's that you are unable to bring anyone except Kasumi, which is different than Zaid's. Zaid, you can bring 2 people as normal, but here you are forced to only bring 1, which can, lead to some pretty big annoyances, some problems.
He's the gun.
Hawk throws a hell of a party.
Yes. I'm not too pleased with the caliber of people he's invited, though.
That got it. The barrier's down.
Password required. Voice ID accepted. Welcome, Mr. Hawk. DNA identification affirmed. Welcome, Mr. Hawk.
And there we go.
I'll check for security cams. Go ahead and get dressed.
Alrighty. Dude, also the Terminus armor just looks badass. Such a cool fucking outfit, man. And here we get to, change our weapons. So, Shepard. I don't know why they pre-select a Vindicator here. But we're going to give Shepard our usual loadout. Kasumi, on the other hand, is just about to get her new weapon for the rest of the game. So. But this is one of my favorite areas to look at in Mass Effect.
So this is Hawk's vault. Very nice. This scanner will hone in on the gray box. It's not far.
So, first we got Prothean statue.
Creepy.
It's actually not a Prothean, but no one needs to know that.
I could still get money for something like this, even outside the Alliance. Asari go nuts for this sort of thing.
Few other fun little things. We got some fake, or quote-unquote fake, Mass Effect relays. They might be real. No one knows. We got the statue of Lady Liberty.
How did Hawk get Lady Liberty's head? Damn you, Hawk.
I think this is one of my favorite little funny things. We're gonna skip over that stuff for now. Random vase got a statue.
That's impressive. Not sure what it is, though.
Little ring thingy. Stone tablets.
Quarian script. Wow. This has got to be old. When was the last time the Quarians wrote on stone?
Krogan's soldier.
I feel like its eyes are following me. Yikes.
Got Turian ship.
Model of the Kara. It's like a Turian Titanic, the way I hear it.
Which is funny because these are also the Turian fighter ships. Another Krogan statue, nothing to be heard. We're gonna skip over the creature for now.
This is nice. Oddly relaxing.
Got another Krogan statue.
Hawk has good taste. I'll give him that. Ugh. Rachni Queen. I guess everything's valuable to someone. Doesn't look like much, but that might be one of the most valuable pieces here. Turian art is rare outside of Palaven. For good reason, I say.
That makes it sound so mean. We're gonna see anything for that Krogan? Nope. And then we got Michelangelo's David.
Michelangelo's David? Just... wow. Think we could get this out through the door?
And then we have... my favorite thing. So this is actually from Dragon Age. This is a ogre. So...
wow. Imagine that thing coming at you in a dark alley. Wow. Imagine that thing coming at you in a dark alley.
It's funny because it does. And now that we have looked at and checked every single one of the thingies, let us grab the Casa Locust.
That's a Casa Locust. No, the Casa Locust. The gun that killed 2 presidents. Gorgeous. It even comes with a perfect copy, too. I'm sure Hawk won't mind if we borrow these.
I'll take it.
Oh my god. There it is.
KG's gray box.
Don't bother, Miss Goto. It's code locked. I had a feeling that was you at the door. I knew if it was really you, you'd get through anyway.
You know me. I don't like to disappoint.
I need what's in your grey box, Kasumi. You know I'm willing to kill you for it. I'll admit your skills are impressive. You got into my vault like I'd left it open. But you're still going to die, screaming, just like your old friend.
Let's see you try. This is where your special skills come into play, Shepard. Let's do this.
Alright.
We've got combat.
Wow, that didn't hit any of them. Now I just gotta wait.
Going dark.
Hostile spotted.
Checking blueprints. There's a landing pad to the east. Let's get out of here.
Joker, bring the shuttle in. Now!
Now, you see me.
Oh, I forgot there's a mirror mech. This one actually can be a little tricky, because there are other enemies in this room as well.
Going dark.
But Kasumi, don't you dare shoot at this thing. There we go. So we are gonna back up. You can make nukes out of the mirror mechs, which is just fantastic. I love it.
Smoking! Damn it! We have to find another way.
Oh no, however, shall we exit? Well, first. This one. That one.
There they are.
Going silent.
My shields are down.
That was a little close.
Now you see me.
Ah. Powerful sneeze.
Can't do it.
I see them.
They'll take heavier weapons than that, will they?
Where are the thermal clips in this room? There's bound to be some, right? Oops. I would be shocked if they're not.
Don't let them out of there with my property.
With my property. That was a terrible joke. Okay. At least one thermal clip right here.
There to us.
Bring the girl to me.
Okay, just how to make sure that dude was dead.
Smoking! Going silent.
This is awkward. Shit, I messed up. I wanted to blow it up. There should be more. Yeah.
Murderer. Deploying Warfield.
Just gonna grab these two thermal clips, and then, fun fact, punches is still really good versus some enemies. Some enemies just don't know how to deal with it effectively.
This looks interesting.
Keep them busy. I'll take care of this myself.
You see that?
Okay, there should be more thermal clips, right? If not, that was a waste of my Matok shots. Not liking how it's looking. Come on, anywhere? Oops. Oh, over there. I love using the, whatever that's called, the camera mode to check for things. It's just fun. It also actually helps a lot, funnily enough. But we move on to the final fight. So, as with Garrus's mission, I will be pausing, giving the rough idea on how to do this fight, as it can be a little tricky.
Get down.
But overall, it's not too bad, and then we'll be calling it for the
Allow
day.
me to show you the hard way.
So, here we have the Donovan Hawk boss fight. Now, this boss fight can be tricky as there are 3 zones where enemies can come from. So we have Zone 1, which is right here. We have Zone 2, which... let me... there we go. We have Zone 2, which is this one right here, and Zone 3, which is back there. All the while, Hawk being able to shoot down on you, which kind of forces you to not take cover in this upper platform section. So, where are your areas of cover? Well, I would say there are 3 main areas of cover. We have the starting zone right here with Shepard. Not too great, you just got kind of one wall, but it is cover away from the 3 major areas, even if it isn't that great. Plus, enemies don't have good cover here, and the other ones you got a lot of time to deal with. The second major cover area is this little pocket here. Again, kind of further back from everyone else. You do end up giving this side just a little more cover, but still nothing great. And this side now no longer has great cover, but this backside still, you know, has a bit of an area, and then we have the final area for cover, which is this little pocket here. This pocket is, in my opinion, debatably the worst of the possible pockets of cover. You're way too close to this side. That side still has good chance to push you, and this side gets just a lot more cover to deal with. So I would say the first two areas are kind of where you want to be, while that last area is kind of if you have to be there. But you do get some decent cover versus Hawk specifically, so it's not all bad. But for this fight, I would suggest taking out the mercs as fast as possible, and then just kind of peppering the gunship here and there. Do make sure to grab ammo whenever you can.
Look right.
But again, you just got to deal with these fights so often, like these small merc incursions, I guess is the better way of putting it. So it kind of makes it hard to focus down. It's best to probably get Kasumi to just constantly pepper him here and there. Ooh! Also, rockets. Completely forgot about that. This fight is hard. It's not unbearably hard or anything like that, but it does have, you know, its quirks of just how hard it can be.
Can't do that right now.
Damn! Okay, that time I was just being stupid. But yeah, this is where level 1, like these missions here, right after like the first 2 or so recruitments, is kind of where the gameplay does start showing that, you know, it's not all fun and games anymore. But it still isn't, you know, that big of an issue.
Look straight ahead.
Lay down your weapons.
With the... Oh, that's where you go.
What did you tell your friend, Kasumi? You're doing this for love?
Where is he?
They're to our left.
man.
That looks painful.
Where's Hawk? There he is.
Even if you escape, I'll scour the galaxy for you.
Got this back and with full shield. If I can get to the ship, I can take down the shield.
Careful, men. What the deeper this fight takes.
Yeah, shit. Okay, Oh. I'm gonna actually call it here. I know that's kind of anticlimactic, but family just got back home like an hour or so earlier than I was expecting. So yeah, that's gonna do for me. Sorry.